Tottenham Hotspur, and I didn't write these things, right, by the way, before you start jumping at me, but Tottenham Hotspur can no longer call themselves a Big Six club. Truth or trash?
They should never be.
The reason why I'll say trash is because no club
can step into their place.
I agree. They haven't qualified for Champions League consecutive seasons and won something. If they do these things, if they qualify for Champions League 2-3 years in a row and they win cups, then yeah, kick them out.
What we got?
I'm gonna
You're trying to give me a P45,
I'm gonna say trash because
if you're relegated,
that reason, like you got Newcastle that knocked on the door, Leicester. They tried. They were really close with Brendan Rodgers, then fell off. Villa got there last year. Obviously, we're seeing what they're doing. I think we're on the cusp. Like Brighton applying pressure, Bournemouth applying pressure. Those teams fans would be watching this, going, "Look at the big club. Look, who do you think you are? Like we're slapping you guys up right now." I get that, but you're right. You got to start getting over the line. In terms of the consistency of which you
but they don't either, so why are they top six?
But then you don't, it's true, you don't get in there. Leicester have won something more recently.
Yeah, no, but what I would say is also life was there before the Premier League, and I think you always have to look like historic. Obviously, Aston Villa, Everton,
Hold on.
They did more than you.
Hold on. They are all really big clubs as well, but they've gone through the mud over the past few years. Spurs are in a bad situation right now, but in terms of also profit, sustainability, ability to, I guess, attract, which is not looking very attractive right now. I still think that as a thing, don't get me wrong, the way we're going, we ain't considered it. But you're talking about the size of a club as well when you're talking about a Big Six club in terms of global following, fan base, things like that, global reach, etc. It's not just about the stuff that happens on the pitch.
True.
So when it's not like this.
Globally, yeah.
Are Tottenham bigger club than Forest?
Probably,
yes.
Yeah, globally, yeah.
Flex. It's not like that. It's like
100%.
that.
Yeah,
I understand. We can keep it like that.
It's truth, but it's flipping to
like,
trash.
It's in the middle.
51-49.
Yeah.
51-49.
It's in the middle, but I think that like all of those clubs are. Like those clubs I mentioned, the Villas, the Newcastles, etc., Forest, whatever, have been successful back in the day, as were Spurs.
If you're still in the same stadium, would you still be saying this?
I would, because I also think, like I said, it's about the global reach, and I think that
they finished fifth last year.
That's the argument where
it's a global reach. I think that is ultimately what is done.
And the minute Son leaves, that's done as well.
Well, why do you think they're going to keep him there till he's got no legs left? They'll put him in a coaching role.
You know what?
I'll tell you what, there you go. He'll be the manager. They'll sack Ange and give it to Son.
No, he'll be a club ambassador.
I'm going to listen, people. I'm going to round it off with the truth, right? Because I like Abby. Abby has been brilliant on this channel, great for Weekend Roundup, Weekend Preview, and all the various shows that he does. And if you drop out of the Big Six, we won't have you. Truth. That's where we'll end.
Matty Renton.